Hey people, I'm going to try to show my homework on this. This is something I found on my paper, but I guess you could just pause it and look at that if you want to. So I don't have to type all that shit out. But this is some interesting shit that I came across when I was doing my own little homework. One interesting thing about numerology is you can go way too deep, take it too far. But under certain conditions, it's kind of like sacred geometry in the case that you want to draw it and do it yourself to really get the true feeling. You're working with godly things when you're working with numbers and shapes and times. So I was thinking about this. There's a 2,160 year precession. Okay, that's an age. Okay, the age of Aquarius, the age of whatever, an age of the zodiac is approximately, say, 2,160 years. So I started playing with that game, that number, because if you multiply that by 12, you get 25,920, and that's considered the precession of the equinoxes. So that's 25,920 year precession, and that's divided by the 12 signs of the zodiac, and that's how you get the 2160. So during that precession, the Earth moves 1 degree every 72 years. The 72 years was considered the average lifespan, but not only that, if you look in Islam tradition, of course, the 72 virgins, the number 72 is a very sacred number. So it goes 1 degree for every 72 years. I took that further to say 72 times 2 is 144. And we all know what 144 is. It's a very sacred number too. The Earth goes 30 degrees every 2,160 years. So we have a rotation of 30 degrees during every age of the precession. Meaning, well, what I came up with is that 144 times 15 equals the 2,160 year cycle. And it's a perfect equation. 144 times 180, which is half of 360, which is half of a full precession. 144 times 80 equals the 25,920 year precession. And then I started going further, dividing 180 by 15, getting 12, and dividing the precession by 12 to 2160, then 2160 divided by 12, you get 180. 180 divided by 12, you get 15. 15 divided by 12, you get 1.25, and it goes on and on and on. And I just let it off there. But the one trip that I started getting into was the whole 72 and 144 kept coming up, and they were perfectly divisible by these precession numbers. 25,920 years. There's so many, the archetypes, the universal fashion. Trying to come up with words to describe numbers is pretty much futile. I guess I'll just leave it at that. Late.